You can't convince yourself to hate me with every fiber of your being. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay. What? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Too bad you picked the wrong target.
Whoa! Who is this man? Whoa! Saving that? Quick disclaimer before we get into the video, there's two things I need to mention here. Number one, I actually reacted to Caleb's first myth card since January. So that was when Caleb first came out, and then I recorded that video. But I completely forgot to actually upload that video on YouTube. So it has been there in my photos for a long time, and I just didn't find the right time to upload it. So because Caleb's second myth card is coming out, I thought, why not upload the first one, since this is actually a good timing to upload it. And not only that, there were so many Caleb videos that I have reacted to his cards I haven't uploaded, so look out for some more Caleb videos of my card reactions. So that's number one. Number two is I may say some things in the video that might be a little bit outdated, because this was filmed in January and I didn't know much about Caleb that time. So I may say some theories that are completely untrue, so do not worry. I know a little bit more about Caleb now, especially I did his second myth card, so rest assured I know Caleb, so it's all good. Another thing that I need to point out is my model's different in this video because, as mentioned, this was uploaded in January, so my model is my old model. So for any confusion of wondering who is this person, that's me, just in case. Anyways, that's all I need to mention, but back to the video. Oh my god, we're getting into the myth story. Oh my god, guys, it's happening. Oh my god, it's happening! It's happening! The Myths card story! I wanted to know more about him. Okay. Alright, I'm actually kind of excited now, because I wanted to know what's going on. At the far end of the shelter, our paradise has long since closed its doors. So if I understand correctly, so this Myths card is not related to his past life? It seems like they're talking about the future, I think. Not future, sorry. It's talking about their present, right? So this one's actually a lot different. This Myths card story is definitely different to the other 4 myth stories that we know of then. Well, except for Silas, actually. Silas's one is not really talking about the past, except for the dragon one. But, alright guys, we need to start. So everyone, please sit, relax, enjoy the ride. I will also try to enjoy the ride. I'm very scared of what's gonna happen in this card story, so let's begin. Oh yeah, glasses ready. Right, hold on, let me get my glasses. Glasses ready, it's time to read. In the dark, warm quagmire, a viscous substance slowly dissolves. My body regains a sense of boundless weightlessness. My consciousness stirs as sunlight filters through my blurred vision. Guys, this is a full-on story, so sit tight. Where am I? This place feels familiar. How did I end up here? Gentle footsteps echo outside. They're followed by the soft creak of a door opening. Hi. Interesting. Question mark. So we don't know who he is? Okay, we are starting very strong today. Hi.
Your fever's gone down. Just have some more rest. I asked the association if you could take sick leave. So, whether you want to rest at home or walk outside for the next few days, I'll be by your side.
What are you talking about? Is this a dream? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Sunlight streams over the windowsill, yet the familiar face before me appears as if he's submerged in dark water.
It's okay. It's okay if you forget.
Oh no, we're starting we're already getting sad. Oh no, what is this? I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, uh-oh, what's happening?
Even if you don't remember anything, I can always say it again.
We're losing our memories again? What? He lowers his head and gently grasps my hand, his gesture almost tinged in reverence.
I'm Caleb. I'll always be...
A buzzing noise suddenly fills my mind and overwhelms other sounds. I shake my head and touch my forehead. There's a thread-like crimson wound on the inside of my arm. My mind feels sluggish. It's as if something important that shouldn't have been forgotten was buried beneath a veil of empty ambiguity. What happened? "10 days ago." Jesus! Okay, 10 days ago.
Dear passengers, we have arrived at Sky Haven. Please ensure that you take all your belongings with you as you exit in an orderly fashion.
Dragging my luggage, I walk out of this train station and recall the route I took before. As I find a fast food restaurant to the left of the exit, I take a picture. Guess where I am right now? You're in Sky Haven? Yes. I can't write anything else? Okay. I turn off my phone screen and shift my gaze. The fast food restaurant's glass wall reflects my silhouette. Last time I came to Sky Haven was for work 2 months ago. Secretly infiltrated the Far Space fleet so I can investigate the whereabouts of an ether core fragment. Oh! This is continuing from the main story? During that mission, Caleb, who became the fleet's colonel, reappeared before me. Yeah, this is continuing from the main story then. Okay, got it. Noted, okay. Immersed joy plunged me into a bubble of reclaiming what I had long lost. However, as time passed, I learned more. Caleb's changed behavior and attitude distanced him from the image in my memory. Though we recently found a new way to get along, I still can't help but wonder, what secrets lie hidden behind that unfamiliar colonel's uniform? We get to learn more about him! Okay, so this is so interesting. So this is kind of different to usual myth story? This might be a different branch in timeline? Really? You think so? I feel like, because right now it's so natural to coming from the main story so far. So when the main story will continue, it will be different? Maybe. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Let's see.
Turn around.
Okay, alright. I will turn around. The way he said that was really like
You
low-key
should have
menacing.
given me a heads up.
Menacing low-key.
Still like to do surprise attacks, huh?
You always appeared in Lincoln without telling me in advance. Why can't I do the same? But you were quick to show up. Caleb, you already knew I was visiting, right? Of course he knows everything! This man knows everything! Almost in a very stalkerish level, he knows everything.
Or maybe I was so excited after I saw your message that I stepped on the gas.
Speeding and knowingly breaking the law, I hope you know what your crime is, Colonel.
Yeah, I know. I was waiting for you to arrest me.
Oh my god, this man is... Okay. Caleb takes the luggage from my hand and gestures for me to follow him.
Have you eaten yet?
I was planning to drop off my luggage at the hotel first. Caleb, aren't you supposed to be on duty today?
What about you? You got a day off and decided to take a trip to Skyhaven?
Half a month ago, the Hunters Association assigned a special mission. The Farspace Fleet requested a Hunter's assistant in detecting metaflux for one of their secret missions. For work and to be closer to Caleb, I secured this opportunity. I made sure to arrive in Sky Haven one day before the mission starts. Oh, so she's on a mission. Our shadow begins to meddle together as we walk. I hesitate before deciding to keep this to myself for now. Oh my god, they never communicate! Communicate! I mean, alright, whatever. Yeah, I took a day off to see you. You should be teary-eyed since that's the next step in the protocol. Protocol. In the docking area, Caleb stops beside his personal aircraft.
Since you came all the way here for me, you need to play along with my plan now. Let me take you somewhere first.
Okay. More angst, let's go. Oh man. 10 minutes later, I stare at the familiar scene before me. I'm speechless. Caleb, if I'm not mistaken, this is your house. Did he clean his house?
You're not seeing things. I gotta respond in kind to your surprise.
Did he clean his house? Is that why? What happened? The door creaks as it closes behind him. He slightly leans forward and the necklace I gave him sways. Oh, this necklace. This one.
Someone had planned a business trip to the Far Space Fleet well in advance.
Oh!
But they kept it so under wraps that I had almost no clue.
He knows? Bro, this man knows everything! So he knows that we are on a mission? This man... Guys, what's the point in keeping anything from him? He will find out eventually. This man knows everything! I see some people just let the cat out of the bag. Now it's your turn. Why did the fleet request a hunter's assistant? What's the secret mission? Before I can finish speaking, Caleb reaches out and pinches my lips shut. Huh? Okay.
We can focus on the work stuff later. Cancel your hotel reservation first. And
What?
then...
His warm hands land on my shoulders and push me deeper into his home. I quickly step to the side and turn around. And then what? Caleb raises an eyebrow and gazes at me, as if seriously considering something. He then spreads his arms.
You know what I mean.
Eh? Oh, he wants a hug. Oh, okay. Oh, he wants a hug. That's why. Okay, got you. Okay. Aww, cute. Cute. Of course. Of course. My memory of my past emerges with the person in front of me. The corner of my mouth curls up involuntarily. I move closer and slowly wrap my arms around his neck. I missed you, Caleb.
Welcome home.
Aww, cute. Right next to my neck, his breath tickles my skin. He gently runs his fingers through my hair.
I'm really happy you're here to see me.
Oh, wow. He's really close. Okay. As the sunset's light filters in through the windows, our shadow leans closer together on the floor and melded into one. Right. Starting strong. Starting strong. What could possibly go wrong, right, guys? What could possibly go wrong, right? Nothing angsty or anything like that, right, guys? I hope not, right? The sun sets and rises as its radiance descends on the sea again. I prepare to officially report to the Far Space Fleet. The personal info was supposed to be confidential, but you somehow figured out it was me ahead of time. Oh, I get it. You must have pulled a few strings again, Colonel.
It's a new day and you're still bothered by this?
I notice my shoelaces loose just as I'm about to bend down. Caleb crouches. Okay. All right.
It's because you turned down the fleet's offer for a shuttle. Figuring out the possible reasons isn't hard.
Surprising you is no easy task. I pick up the cap from a nearby coat rack, run my thumbs over the silver insignia, and then place it on Caleb's head. Okay. Your entire demeanor changes when you're wearing a uniform.
Is it too intimidating? Or is the color too heavy for you?
Well, you know what? If I answered this question, I feel like everyone is going to be questioning me right now. So I have nothing intelligent to say about this. So I will remain silent for this. If I say any more, I'm gonna be in trouble. So I'm not gonna say anything.
It doesn't matter what role I'm in. I'm still the Caleb who helps you tie your shoelaces.
Caleb ties my shoelaces into a neat little bow. Then he stands up and adjusts my collar before opening the door.
Let's go. And keep this with you.
A key?
You can use it to open the door to my house, my car, and my personal aircraft.
What?
You can try it on anything to see if it'll open, basically.
Okay, that is all too much.
Since you declined the fleet's shuttle, you'll have to ride shotgun with me this week.
Wow, so much trust. Well, I mean... Wait, I don't know how to fly a plane. Why did he give me the key for that? The official meeting between the association and the fleet will be held on the 17th floor on the fleet's command center. Upon arrival, I saw that the conference room was filled with attendees. Caleb had parted ways with me. When we entered the command center, his new adjutant, Liam, guides me through the entry procedure.
Your seat has a label with your name on it. Walk straight ahead and you'll find it. I need to go now. I'll see you around.
Thank you. I nod at him, but just as I'm about to walk around the aisle, a voice calls out to me from nearby.
You're the hunter the association sent?
Okay. Damn, that's some voice. You're... The man wearing a fleet uniform has a row of medals on his chest. However, his piercing gaze that's directed at me draws my attention.
So, the command center allows anyone to just waltz right in now, huh? Caleb sure has a knack for being an eyesore.
What did I do, man? Why is he so mean? I pause, unsure if I misheard him, and Liam, who returned before I even realized it, positioned himself in front of me.
Colonel Heath, is there a problem?
You shouldn't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
Jesus, why is he speaking like Darth Vader low-key? The man casts a dark look. With a snort, he turns around and walks away. What is happening in this company? Well, it's not really a company. Well, is it a company? Well, I mean, would be. That officers seem to have a problem or two with hunters.
He's the Tomb Fleet's colonel, a seasoned veteran with a notoriously bad temper. Try to avoid him whenever possible.
Liam escorts me to my seat. He nods once I sit down.
He has no problems with hunters. However, he doesn't see eye to eye with Colonel Caleb. You'll find out why soon.
It's like this mission's going to be a bumpy ride. As the meeting is about to start, attendees take their seats. The door opens. Amidst the quiet attention of everyone present, Caleb walks to the center of the conference room. Men in uniform, chef's kiss. Every single
I'm sure
time.
everyone is already aware that there will be personnel changes within the fleet next week. I will assume command over the Tomb Fleet. Colonel Heath will be relieved of his duties so he can rest and recuperate at Atlee Island.
Oh, that's why. That's why he's so angry. So his fleet got taken over by Caleb. No wonder he's upset.
The Wanderers and Metaflux Index in the Deepspace tunnel are on a whole different scale compared to what Skyhaven and Lincoln display. This is why we've decided to collaborate with the Hunters Association. A hunter will supervise the physical evaluations of the Tomb Fleet officers. Now, the fleet handover ceremony will officially begin.
The hologram flickers and the light dim. During the signal transmission, a faint glow lands on the various expression of the fleet's senior officer in the conference room. My first day at the fleet's command center ends with the various transfer procedures. In the evening, Caleb and I decide to meet at the runway. What's taking him so long? Ah! In the night's dense fog, Caleb's figure slowly appears, but behind him is...
Colonel Caleb, why are you in a hurry? You're not interested in the upcoming banquet?
This is really quiet, I can't hear him.
The handover ceremony is complete. Whether I stay or not, you should be on your way to Atlee Island.
Caleb's gaze swept past me, and he stops a short distance away. Oh, okay.
Well, I'd like to give you some advice, young man. I know how you got this position. You're just Lucius's pawn, planted here to infiltrate the fleet. Just like how you took over my fleet. He can easily replace you with another sad pawn tomorrow.
In the fog, the man takes a step.
A year ago, I was standing in your shoes.
In other words, you've been abandoned, Colonel Heath.
I might be an abandoned pawn in his game, but not in someone else's. Kid, why don't you consider giving yourself a way out?
Once you're off the ground, the only path is forward. Have you gotten so old, Colonel, that you've forgotten what you once learned?
Oh!
Atlee Island's been experiencing lots of electromagnetic storms lately. Even the sturdiest aircraft could be torn to shreds. Worry about yourself first.
Man just called him a boomer, straight up. That's gonna make him extra
I appreciate
angry.
your advice. So let me remind you of something. Watch your step and keep your eyes on the road ahead. Until next time.
Jesus, my god. Man seems furious. He attempts to stop Caleb, but his hand stops midway and droops down in a peculiar position as if it's frozen in place. Blocking Heath's line of sight, Caleb strides over. When his gaze meets mine, genuine joy lights up in his eyes.
When did you get here? You must have been waiting a long time.
Oh,
Come on. Let's go home.
Okay. In front of Colonel Heath? Okay. Okay then. It's already midnight by the time we get home. After changing my clothes, I lean against the couch and wait. Soon Caleb walks out of his bedroom. Are we still sharing the
You're
bedroom?
home and you're still frowning.
He walks over and gently taps my furrowed brow.
What are you thinking about?
Seems that a certain colonel has his fair share of struggles managing the fleet. I scoot over to make room for him. I wonder how I can ask him about the confrontation on the runway. After today, I think I understand why you need a hunter's assistance. This Colonel Heath doesn't accept you at all. While this situation looks like a fleet merger, it's really more of a one-sided takeover by you.
Oh?
But he's on his way out, so he's not worth stressing over. The real concern is the person pulling the strings behind him. They don't want you to control the Tomb Fleet. Is it Tomb Fleet? Tomb Fleet? And that person is an actual threat to you. What appeared to be infighting within the fleet could get much more complicated if a third party jumps in. That's why the Hunters Association is involved. The higher-ups will try to clamp down on any schemes to protect their secrets. Meanwhile, you should be able to take over without a hitch. It's only been a few months, Caleb. You're definitely stepping up your game. I narrow my eyes as if I'm closely examining him. Caleb can't help but chuckle and pass me a nearby cushion.
Likewise. It's only been a few months, but someone's really been honing her people-reading skills.
What about you? Who's supporting you?
Isn't that person you, Pipsqueak?
Oh.
You're keener and more skilled this time. Even your muscles look more toned.
Thanks? Thanks. I have great muscle. Thanks. Caleb leans in and the light casts a shadow under his eyelashes. The couch remains between us.
But you still look a little worn out. Have you been feeling tired lately?
We lock eyes and my fingers glide over the cushion to rest on his hand. I hold it. Caleb, no matter what your next move is, I've got your back, so tell me, what do I have to do during this process? Oh, breathing. Okay.
Liam will be overseeing the main procedure. You'll be in charge of gathering and organizing the personnel files of the Tomb Fleet, and overseeing their anti-transformation tests.
And?
What's with that "is that all" look on your face?
Caleb rescues the squished cushion from my grip and hands me another one. His expression slightly becomes more serious.
Don't underestimate your role. You've been here for only a day, and you already sense the tension in the air. This won't be a walk in the park. If you run into any snags, let Liam deal with them.
Is that so? I raise my eyebrow at him, and Caleb bursts into a fit of laughter.
Of course, a small task like this is hardly a challenge for you. Guess I'll just kick back and see how it all plays out.
That's more like it. Choosing not to dwell on the tension he mentioned for now, I shoved the cushion into his arms and gave him a thumbs up with a smile. I'll make sure to protect you, poor helpless Colonel, from getting fired. Bro, I can't read. I genuinely thought that said tired, but I'm illiterate. I am illiterate. I'm sorry. So far, pretty chill though. Pretty chill story so far. The official transfer of the Tomb Fleet starts today. As expected, the process is anything but smooth. Number 3997, Vice Captain of the Tomb Fleet. You've served over 5 years, is that correct?
Did you call me over just so I could listen to this crap?
Under the cold blue light, the Tomb Fleet officer across the glass wall is strapped into the interrogation chair. His expression is filled with contempt. Then let's cut to the chase. After the transfer orders were issued, the fleet arranged a medical examination for all officers. Can you explain why you choose not to participate?
Who doesn't know what this examination really means? You think everyone's itching to turn into a monster?
Monster? Are you talking about the Turing chip?
Oh, you probably don't know, being a hunter and all. That chip is just the beginning of their twisted modifications. Let me be clear. There's no way I'm doing that examination. I don't care if it's about modifications or that chip. I'm not doing it. The fleet's real big shot will return soon. Let's see how long your monster colonel can keep this up.
The interrogation lights switch off and leaves behind a faint, swaying shadow. The big shot? Could they be the person who poses a real threat to Caleb? I collect myself and lower my head to move number 3997's profile aside. Under it are old medical examination reports from some members of the Tomb Fleet. Same person shows completely different results after being transferred to Caleb's fleet and undergoing the medical examination. The chip rewrote Kevy's memories, and now it's causing a drastic enhancement in these officers' physical capabilities. Is this all so they can be modified?
Miss, here are the files you requested. I already organized them. Do you have any further instructions?
No, that's everything. Thank you.
Understood.
This guy. 3 days ago.
No! I'm not taking that exam! I'm not going! Release me!
Oh, interesting. That's the same guy.
Caleb can only pull this off because he has someone's backing! You monsters! Nobody wants to be like you!
Huh. Not only have his physical capabilities enhanced, but his personality also have been altered. What exactly are they trying to turn people into with this modification? This is a little... I get up, trying to find that officer so I can get more information, but when I open the door, I'm stunned to see Caleb standing right there.
What happened? Why in a hurry?
Removing his hand from the door handle, he shifts his gaze to the end of the corridor.
You need something from that officer?
If I ask Caleb about the modifications now, he probably won't tell me the truth. I should find more concrete leads. That way, when I confront him about this, he can't dodge my questions. It's nothing important. I realize I forgot to ask him for another file, but it's okay. I'll get it later. Caleb's eyes fall on the open examination report. I lean against the edge of the desk, trying to gather up the files behind my back. Shouldn't you be in a meeting right now? What made you stop by? Caleb's focus stays on the stack of files. I was gonna say flies. Files. After a moment, he raises his eyes to meet mine again. Bro, what? Oh my god, I can't read today. This is too much reading, guys. This is only chapter 3 and I'm too much reading. This entire stream I have been reading. I've been reading to you guys. and my quality in reading is just literally decreasing by the second.
I see someone looked into my schedule. The meeting ended early. I was passing by and thought I'd bring you some snacks.
He offers me the small paper box he's holding. It's filled with bite-sized fruit tarts.
Light refreshments from the meeting. You probably need them more than I do after working the whole day. By the way, you'll be having dinner on your own tonight.
There's another urgent meeting?
Just some minor stuff about the fleet merger. I'd rather take care of them myself.
Nodding, I accept the dessert. Yet, Caleb remains where he is. I pause and then open the box. I hold it out to him. If you're not in a hurry, do you want to eat some?
It's okay. Take your time. I'll get going now.
Wait, Caleb, how long will the meeting be? Caleb's gaze drifts over my shoulder and lands on the electronic clock on the wall behind me.
I'll pick you up at 9.
The door closes. Through the parted blinds, Caleb's figure slowly disappears at the end of the corridor. Hope I can find some documents related to this modification in the Colonel's office. After reconfirming Caleb's schedule and office duty, that is through the virtual terminal, I set the dessert box aside and get up. I have 3 hours. That's plenty of time. Liam and Caleb are in a meeting. In the corridor outside of the Colonel's office, I take out the key Caleb gave me. It actually works. Gives everything to us, huh? The door opens and then closes. A soft glow from a virtual screen illuminates the quiet office. Password is... Let me guess, it's MC's birthday. In the past, Caleb used to jumble words and numbers that were meaningful to him in the particular pattern to create password. I tried 2 combinations and both are incorrect. With 1 attempt left, I clench my fist. After a moment of hesitation, I try again. It works. The password was a combination of when you come back and my birthday. Classic! Classic! Guys, I wrote this story. Classic! My god, so predictable. Caleb, you're so predictable. Oh my god, I know you're obsessed with us, but Jesus Christ. This is a little bit too on the nose. God damn it. I can't afford any distractions. As I duplicate his access permission, I quickly search for anything useful. His personal profile. There it is. Profile reveals that Caleb graduated with... EAA Aerospace Academy and participated in secret training during his 3rd year. He achieved outstanding results. Classic. Secret training, another thing I didn't know about. Subsequently, because of his exceptional performance in finding new patrol routes within the Deepspace tunnel, he was promoted to be the fleet's colonel. Recommended by Professor Lucius. So this person indeed played a role in Caleb's joining the fleet. The Caleb depicted in this profile is nothing like the person I know, and in addition to the unfamiliar resume, there's also a full body scan image. It gradually revealed second by second. In the part that's already visible, his right arm is marked in an abnormal shade of blue. Oh, is that the metal arm? The metal arm. I zoom in on the blue area and notice how the bone and muscle structures are different from his other arm. This is what they're referring to as modification. Just as I'm about to take a closer look, the system abruptly shuts down. The account is forcefully logged out. A notification appears saying that the device's login permissions have been revoked. Please re-verify your identity. Have I been discovered? Taking a deep breath, I quickly delete the terminal usage log. When I turn to leave, my clothes snag onto the drawers and yanked it open. Inside the drawer, a small rectangular object rests on top of a pile of paper reports. Chip implanter for clinical trials only. It's the Turing chip. Without hesitation, I hide the implanter in my shoe's secret compartment. When I close the drawer to get ready to leave, the door opens. Oh, fuck. We just wanted to look at the decor of this, this interior place of this space looks really nice. Yeah, we have no explanation for this, huh? In the dim room, the brim of Caleb's cap casts a shadow over his gaze. He slightly tilts his head.
Why are you waiting for me here?
You took too long. I was getting impatient. That justification sounded absurd even to me. My palms begin to sweat, but he just grins.
Is that so? Let's get going then. The meeting ended early. Time to go home.
He knows we lied. He knows he lied. His eyes almost unnoticeably drift over to the now dark virtual before he turns and holds out his hand towards me, but I don't move.
What's wrong?
Aren't you going to ask me?
About what? About why you're in my office? Or whether you found the thing you were looking for?
Oofed! Caught in 4K, man. Man, this man knows everything! This man knows everything. This is almost absurd that he knows everything. This man knows literally every single thing. Holy shit, bro. It's like he's reading into our mind. It's like, I know exactly what you just did. Pulling back his hand from the door handle, Caleb lowers his head. His gaze, obscured by the darkness of the night, engulfs me from head to toe.
Anyone entering the Colonel's office without permission will be taken to the interrogation room. No exceptions.
Oh, man.
But I'm the Colonel. Whether you're entering without permission or here because of my orders, I have the final say.
Why does he say it like that? Wait, there's something's different about that tone he said, but okay.
There's just one minor thing, though. Any intrusion and duplication of system permissions will be reported straight to HQ. Covering up the traces will be a hassle.
Yeah, about that. So I kind of did exactly what you just did, what you just said to us. Caleb slowly pries my fingers from the terminal decryptor and takes it. His movement is deliberate yet firm, leaves no room for resistance.
I doubt you'd put me between a rock and a hard place, right?
Wow, this is some strong manipulation happening here, man. Holy. Gaslight, manipulate. The face, the voice, the actions, I know them all too well, yet the person standing before me is like a stranger. I open my mouth attempting to question him, but words falter and fade away. In the face of his composure, all of my feelings seem utterly pointless. Caleb, I just want to figure out what kind of trouble you're caught up in right now. Can you tell me?
I can't speak about anything that's classified.
What happens if you do? Will you also be sent to Ateli Island and become another abandoned pawn?
When's the last time you took care of your hair? It's a lot longer now.
What? Did he just change the topic so quickly? Whoa, that was real time. I just witnessed him being like, your hair looks great. What? That was so unnatural. Holy shit, bro. He really did change the topic, like, straight up. Oh my god. I just literally witnessed that. Oh, wow. He stays calm and gentle, softly brushing my stray hairs away from my face. As if nothing happened, he smoothly shifts the conversation. It was not smooth.
I can't even see your eyes.
That was so abrupt, though. I noticed the blinding gleam from the insignia on his shoulder. After a long pause, I slowly manage a weary smile. Sounds like someone is avoiding confrontation. Yeah. But, like, the thing is, I feel like the type that Caleb is right now, he seems like the type who can handle confrontation head on. But I think because this is the MC that's questioning, he is more hesitant. So, yeah. Caleb, has anyone ever told you that this uniform is like your mask? He stands motionless. The door is right there, but we're locked in a standoff, unable to move past each other and leave. Let's go home. Darkness enshrouded his eyes, making his expression hard to read. He glances down for a moment, then lifts his gaze again. The fleeting waver has already dissipated like a mirage.
Okay, let's go home.
Oh, okay, the reason I'm thinking right now because I'm just thinking about all the other myths stories that I've done in the past. It's so, like, one thing's for sure, out of all the love interests, I mean, so far in this myth story, this myth story, I feel like I'm always on edge or something feels uncertain. Every single time we speak to Caleb, we always feel uncertain, and I think it's because neither of them are being truthful to each other, which is why it's always feel like we're walking around eggshells with each other. At least that's what I feel, because like the way this story is progressing, it almost seem like, why can't they just talk about this? Like, yeah, Caleb says it's classified, but like, okay, maybe it's because he can't say it because he's in the far space fleet, like whatever thing that he's in is in this, what is a spaceship? I don't know what it is. And there's eyes on him. I don't know, but yeah, something's really weird. Something's off. I know Caleb won't reveal the fleet's secret to me. He once said that he wouldn't have abandoned if he didn't join the fleet. He didn't want me to suffer that pain again, and also admitted that he always been this cold, distant, gloomy person, whether affected by the chip or not. I can't tell which version of him is the real Caleb, but I know he's the most important person to me in this world. I won't put him between a rock and a hard place. The fleet's colonel's secret training, the Turing chip, modification, whatever these terms really mean, They're the strings that bind Caleb's hand and feet. These strings compelled him to reappear before me, and one day the unseen hand controlling these strings will pull him away from me once more. The Tomb Fleet's handover is undoubtedly a conundrum. I'm bracing myself for a process to drag on endlessly. Yet, 3 days later, an unexpected banquet is held. As music fills the air and glass clink, people approach Caleb every now and then to offer their toast in his honor.
I never thought the handover would progress so smoothly. Will you also present the survey report at HQ next month, Colonel?
It's very quiet.
There's a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
After dealing with another officer who came for a chat, Caleb finally puts down his glass and walks to the corner where I'm standing.
It's only been a couple of minutes and your hair's looking a little messy. Where did you go?
He gestures for me to lower my head, then he removes his gloves and leans in to carefully adjust the strands of hair near my ears. The ornate mirror beside me catches a transient glint. It's from the hairpin Caleb gave me before the event.
I imagined how good you'd look with it when I bought this.
Oh,
And I was right. You're stunning.
oh my god! Oh, wait, sorry, this is... Does he break up the part? No, he doesn't, but it's okay, I'll take it. It's okay, I'll take it.
Do you like it?
His fingertips brush against the back of my ears. It's making me shiver, but I don't flinch, and I don't say anything either. From your earlier conversations, the handover of the Tomb Fleet went well?
So you've been paying attention to what I say. Well, you're correct.
But until the day before yesterday, most of them were still unwilling to cooperate. My gaze sweeps across the banquet hall as I silently savor this peace I haven't experienced in a while. There's no biting remarks or sarcasm. Amidst the soothing music, the face drifts by ours, peaceful yet and somewhat unfamiliar.
Are you asking me where Colonel Heath, Tomb Officer number 3997,
Oh!
and all those who opposed the handover went? Surely you figured it out by now.
What?
They're right where they should be. They won't disrupt us or cause you any more stress. Isn't that a relief?
What did you do to them? What? Oh, right. I think we know what happened. I think something to do with the chip. That's insane. Wow, this is really okay. So, and the man is a yandere, man. I mean, I should be used to this. Used to this in the sense that of my experience in playing other dating games that have the archetype of a childhood best friends who's, you know, secretly a yandere kind of esque archetype. I had my fair share. So this should not be, you know, this should not be new to me. Anyways. The night breezes rustle the curtains by the floor-to-ceiling window. The moonlight bathes him in its grayish glow and make him appear like a statue, made from plaster.
Why are you giving me that look?
Oh! Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, no, not that one. You hate it when do you hate it when I'm like this? Wait, say it.
Do you hate it when I'm like this?
Okay. I'm just curious. If I throw a wrench in your plans like those people, what are you going to do? Lock me up again? Don't say that. Don't say that. MC, don't say that. He actually might. He literally could.
You wouldn't force me to do that.
But you could, Caleb. But you could. If you wanted to, you could. Yeah, I've got your back. It doesn't matter what you do. So, Caleb, why are you still not telling me about your plan? Amidst our silent impasse, the music transitions to the next song. It seems I won't receive an answer from him. I turn to leave, but in the next instant, danger erupts. What's that?
Get down.
Something whirls through the air. My sight is obscured by mist. Out of habit, I turn and draw my gun, but Caleb reacts even faster. Suspended in front of his forehead, defying gravity, is a bullet. You're the target? Quick, take cover! I tighten my grip on my gun and try to leave Caleb behind a pillar, but he stops me in my tracks. He doesn't meet my gaze. His eyes linger on his palm instead, his lips pressed into a thin line for some reason. Caleb?
There's no point in hiding. This bullet is probably their first move.
As we talk to each other, the commotion inside the hall quickly subsides. Well-trained officers quickly regain control of the scene, but the assassin has yet to be captured.
It's a diversion. Their actual target must be elsewhere.
He slowly clenches his fist. When he raises his head, the shadow of his cap brims obscures his eyes. Following his line of sight, I look outside, staring in the direction of the Alpha and Beta fleet's bases.
You stay here. Liam.
How many people can you trust right now, Caleb? I'm your best choice. I shake his grip on my wrist. Something flickers in Caleb's gaze. A hint of hesitation betrays his words for the first time.
It's possible that either the Alpha or Beta fleet base has been taken over, but I can't be sure which one. I already sent people to the Alpha fleet base.
I'll check the other base for you. He would not allow that. Our eyes lock, and we find ourselves in a stalemate once more. This time, after a long silence, Caleb finally relents. Oh! I take that back. I take that back. I thought he was actually going to say no to that.
Liam, go with her.
Of course. We can't go alone. Of course. Every single time. The adjutant standing silently beside us looks at Caleb. After they make eye contact, he nods to acknowledge the order.
Be careful.
You too. I hastily holster my gun and head for the exit. Before I step into the dark night, I look back. Caleb, you really do need me for this, right?
Yes.
Wow. All right, wait for my good news. Aww. I mean, I get what he's feeling, but like sometimes he needs to, trust MC a little bit. The girl's figure fades into the night. She's heading in the opposite direction of where the real danger lies. The veins of Caleb's neck bulges and then recides. He narrows his eyes at the bullet in his palm for a long while. He slowly tightens his grip around it. The approaching sound of footsteps reverberates in the vacant, dim corridor. The man who's sitting in the room unveils a malevolent grin.
You're quick on your feet.
Oh! No way. Seemingly crushed by an unseen force, the man's vein instantly swell. His face turned red as he collapsed to his knees, unable to control his fall. Oh, this Caleb is angry. At the same time, numerous red dots light up, all zeroing in on Caleb's figure that's concealed among the shadows.
Who said you could start it when she was around?
Holy shit!
could you?
No gunshot rings out, and the expected explosion never comes. Caleb locks eyes with the dumbfounded man as he walked into the light, one deliberate step at a time. The gun barrels aimed at him are twisted downwards. The crisp sound of breaking bones cuts through the air as he steps on the man's wrist, pinned to the ground. Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit!
Having me die for no clear reason in this armory I've just taken over. Honestly, it's not a bad idea.
Holy shit!
That'll definitely make those cunning old foxes at the top suspicious. Naturally, I'll be a perfect justification to purge all the people I've just gathered under me.
Wow, you are really going into the Yandere. Okay, Yandere Caleb is back. Okay. Holy shit. After slowly putting on his gloves, Caleb leans down and grabs a man's distorted, reddened face.
Too bad you picked the wrong target.
Whoa! Who is this man? Whoa! Saving that? Excuse me. Sorry, that was very important to me. Sorry. Caleb's hand moves to the man's throat. Heath's eye bulges with pain as Caleb's grip tightens, and the bones in his neck creak under the pressure.
You don't you dare to kill.
Why don't I? Haven't you already come up with a reason for it? A firearms mishap in the armory, with Colonel Heath and others heroically sacrificed.
Holy shit!
Humor me for a bit. Who do you think those old foxes will protect? A valuable colonel? Or a bunch of corpses with unknown causes of death?
Holy...
Colonel Caleb, it's been a long while.
In the shadow, a slender figure emerges. Oh no. With a flicker of the person's finger, a dark blue vein abruptly surfaces on the side of Caleb's neck. He's brought down to his knees.
I thought destroying the touring ship would be difficult. I'll just use your dead body as a greeting gift to Professor Lucius then.
An incandescent light bulb suddenly goes out. With a flash of lightning outside, Caleb's pupils contract in an instant.
I was wondering how Heath would dare to act so recklessly. Turns out it was you.
With the bloodshot eyes and muscle taut with strain, Caleb slowly lifts his head, each movement underscored by the flickering and throbbing hum of electricity.
Even with you involved, the outcome will still be the same.
The door slams shut with a jarring finality, setting off a symphony of sounds with sounds that echo like a chaotic banquet. Yet as the thunderstorms rages, the cacophony gradually gives way to silence. Wait, then... Whoa. I'm trying to think for a second. Remember how I said the story was really long? I wasn't kidding. I wasn't kidding, because it's a myth story. It's a lot longer. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight, guys. At this rate. Subdued thunder grumbles in the sky as a deep roar resounds from the command center that's concealed within dark clouds. Aircraft stands on a silent runway. After checking both bases, I've confirmed that the so-called takeover was nothing but a fabrication. Above my head, the navigation lights are more than a dozen aircraft weaves dense, glowing trails across the night sky. The wind stirs up the airwaves, sending them swirl into the distance. Those are Caleb's reinforcements, right? I look up the adjutant who had forcefully escorted me back to Sky Haven. In the descending rain, his countenance remained calm. The fleet's bases were never in danger. It was Caleb who played the diversion. And you knew this, Liam.
Considering the circumstances, ensuring you left the area was for the best.
Did he also predict they will make a move at tonight's banquet? Caleb planned out everything, but I never thought my role would have me be out of the game.
You were the only person the Colonel can trust. However, your presence would affect his decisions. Please don't hold this against him.
That's... How could I? It's just his overwhelming need to protect me is kind of laughable. Even if I return to the fleet's command center now, I would only end up being a spectator at Caleb's side. On a dimly lit street where light and shadow intertwine, I shuffle around aimlessly. You're Caleb's adjutant. Do you think he trusts you?
I don't need the Colonel's trust. I only need his orders.
Oh, interesting. So if he orders you to leave behind your loved one, would you do it?
That's precisely why I can stand by his side and serve him.
Wow. The red light flickers on the opposite side of the empty crossroad. I stop in my tracks and look into his empty gaze.
Miss Hunter, we're not the same as you.
How so? Is it because I haven't been modified by that chip? Liam, if the chip was planted into me, what would your colonel do?
He'd do whatever it takes to get it removed. But miss, you don't have to put yourself through that pain.
Of course.
You're safe now. I'll start heading back. The Colonel said he'll be waiting for you at home, after the banquet ends.
Liam bows and then salutes me. He turns to leave. The downpour drapes over the glass wall by the streets. I look over and see my blurred reflection in a cascade of falling Asiatic apple petals. The Turing chip I took from the Colonel's office is still in the secret compartment of my shoe along with the implanter. The remaining distance between Caleb and me will disappear with just one simple press. The streetlight glimmers in the rain. As I sit on the bench, I'm drained of strength. The implantation is quick and simple. There's just a faint trace of the inside of my arm. This is my secret to bear alone. It feels like me against the world, and I would go to any lengths to cry out my agony. Just imagining Caleb's reaction upon finding this out sends a shiver through the depths of my heart. Oh! The sound of footsteps draws closer. Just as a shadow engulfs me, the rain stops.
I've been looking for you everywhere. Why didn't you return home? Liam shouldn't have left you alone in the street.
I walked here by myself. It has nothing to do with him.
Why are you sitting in the rain like this? You'll get sick.
When we played hide and seek in the past, Caleb always managed to find me. But even if he finds me now, I can't bear the thought of going back to that place called home with him. Caleb, look. There are Asiatic apples in Sky Haven. I turn away from Caleb's face, letting my gaze drift to the line of blossoming trees and extend into the rain.
There was an Asiatic apple tree by the train station near our old home. Every year when its petals fell, you'd be there to see me off before I left for Skyhaven. I didn't know you liked Asiatic apples.
Is that why he likes apples? I don't. But Asiatic apple flowers take you away from me. I don't like them.
No one can take me away from you.
Excuse me, guys, sorry. The vibrant clusters of flower carry no scent, like I'm staring at rows of trees adorned with beautiful but lifeless specimens.
Will you come back with me now?
Oh. How long do you plan to lock me up this time? A month? Oh, that was too fast. I didn't read everything.
If every problem pulls me further away from you, then I'll spend a lifetime searching for the answers. But until that final moment, we'll always be together.
Oh, okay. Oh. Why is this? What if my friends and the colleagues from the association can't come looking for me, I think. Is that what it said before?
In that case, I'll hold a funeral they can attend, so they'll think you're gone forever. Let's go back, or else you'll catch a cold.
Isn't it funny that you're worried about me catching a cold after discussing my funeral?
So, if I don't show concern as someone close to you, it doesn't count as being genuine.
Whoa.
You can't convince yourself to hate me with every fiber of your being. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay.
I'll eventually find a way to make things right. As long as... you're by my side.
This is so like melancholic, man. What is this? Caleb, I hate it when you're like this. Is he... Oh. But what I hate the most is that you're always able to... Oh, that was too fast. Really about changing minds?
I'm sorry.
Oh!
I feel like I don't know how to take care of you anymore.
Caleb, you okay? Caleb, what's going on?
Let's go home.
What? Huh? What? What? Wait, what was that? What? I have a bunch of question marks in my head. What the heck just happened? I mean, I know what kind of happened, but like, this is... Given Caleb's current state, I can't entrust him to anyone in the fleet. I have to take him home. Ugh. Without even drying off from the rain, I use all my strength to bring him to the bedroom. As soon as I push open the door, his weight pulls me down onto the soft bed with him. I prop myself up and my gaze is drawn to the crimson vein behind his ear.
Warning. Emotional fluctuations have surpassed the threshold limit.
Amidst the deafening roars of thunder, he seems ensnared in a deep nightmare. In agony, he's pulling his collar apart.
Don't take her away.
Oh no! Oh, he's having a nightmare. He clenches his He clenches his fist, his pale knuckles leaving behind a trail of blood. I quickly take his hand and press it against his chest. Against my chest. The crimson vein beneath his skin branch out from behind his ear, extend to his shoulder, and flow down his tense right arm.
Commencing chip activation process. Executing mandatory erasure of neurons.
Sweat soaks the hair on his forehead, dripping onto the bed sheets. Meanwhile, his body is racked with spasms. Even though I'm unaware of what changes his body is undergoing, the scene before me is all too familiar. In the serene garden of the villa in Sky Haven, Kevi, who had recently lost his sister, went through a similar experience. This isn't good. I have to make it stop. Steadying my trembling hands, I tried to search for a button on his body, one that might not even exist. It's at this moment that he opens his eyes. Huh? What? The room swirls around me and my back is slammed onto the bed. I look up to find Caleb's face, drenched in sweat, staring back at me. Caleb? My wrists are yanked above my head, pressing against something cold and stiff. It feels as if it's not his hand that's restraining me, but rather a lifeless machine.
Why are you struggling? Are you scared of me? Do I feel like a stranger to you?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. He leans down, his damp hair touches its room's cold light in the room. Drops fall and trickle down my collarbone.
Program complete.
How could you possibly understand my guilt and sin?
The pressure pinning me down finally eases. His body slumps onto me. Only his right arm continues to twitch in some sort of rhythmic pattern. Oh no. Huh? Since Caleb returned to me, I rarely had nightmares about him, but I dreamed of him that night. There's no sun. He floated within a dark green jungle. The ropes that bounded him morphed into vines sprouting from sturdy branches. They wrapped around his wrist and ankles like a venomous snake, flicking their tongues. Every muscle swelled under the vine's encroachment. I don't even know what that word means. Tiny hair-like thorns pierced his skin and greedily siphoned nutrients from his flesh. They then inject new toxins into his nerves. His body trembled like a beast caught in a trap, struggling against the restraints that only grow tighter with every move. Finally, he crashed into the dirt, buried by leaves carrying the scent of decay. A wilted leaf fell down slowly. It covered his hollow eye socket. The jungle devoured his body, leaving him as a withered tree choked by its grasp. Jesus Christ, what the heck? Waking up from that dream, I groggily reached towards the other side of the bed. Caleb? My palms feel nothing but the mattress. I instantly return to reality. Caleb? Where did this... I need to go to the living room. As soon as I make a turn to the hallway, morning light floods my vision. Sky Haven's sunlight has always been brighter than the ones that touch Lincoln. Through the gaps between my fingers, a figure becomes clear, as if rising from a pool of clear water. Wow! Sorry, sorry, my intrusive thoughts just had to say the word wow, sorry. Wow, I was just about to say, like, wow, he's a lot musclier than usual. Sorry, I had to... respectfully, I'm admiring him. I just, like... Sorry, okay, I need to stop my intrusive thoughts just coming out of nowhere. Let's continue. When did you get up? I let out a sigh of relief and walked towards Caleb. I rest my palm on his forehead and slide it down his right arm, gently squeezing as I go. Oh, okay, You feel better now? Let me take a look.
You...
His gaze shifts to my face. He's holding a photo that was originally placed on the coffee table.
When I woke up this morning, I saw you were lying down next to me.
Oh, is that it? Not intending to guess the meaning behind his words, I lower my head and take the photo from him. Wait, is he not remembering? Is he losing his memory? In it, Caleb is wearing a uniform. The girl next to him is planting a tender kiss on his slightly surprised face. Oh, it's that picture! Oh, it's that picture. Admiring or drooling? No comment. No comment on that. No comment. His embrace and the way he carries himself feels familiar. His body doesn't resist, and it almost seems like he wants more. And this is a photo of Caleb and me. It was taken when he graduated from an aerospace academy.
So...
His finger brushed my temples as he tucks a strand of hair behind my ear, tracing the curve of my jaw. Caleb gently lifts my chin. His cool touch strokes my cheek as if he's seeking an answer to some enigmatic question beneath my skin.
Who are you?
I knew it! Fucking knew it! Fucking knew it! I knew the way he was. I knew the way he was like asking and looked really confused. I knew he doesn't remember. Caleb, you don't remember me? It's the chip. It's the chip. The most absurd assumption ended up being true. Ugh. Caleb is sitting in front of me, yet he acts like a puppet stripped of its soul. Unlike Kevy, his memories haven't been altered. The Turing chip has completely wiped them out. Oh, it's more than just me. You don't even remember who you are? Oh, this is... Oh man, that hurts. I can't tell if he's pretending, but I don't know. As he sits on the couch, it feels as though a frosted glass wall separates us. He's so near, yet I can't see him clearly.
But I remember the way you made me feel.
Oh? He lowers his head, his index finger fish out the metal necklace hiding under his collar.
I also remember you gave this to me. Were we close like this?
Oh man. Okay, no guys, for real. Like, what would you do if your loved one... What would you do if your loved one one day woke up and was like, I don't remember you, but I remember this one sentimental gift that you gave me like 15 years ago, and that's all I remember of you. Oh, that's gonna hurt. That hurts. This hurts. Everything that's happened is hard to put our relationship into simple words. He was one of the most important people in my life. Even with all that has happened, he's still someone I can't afford to lose. My heartbeat is like a balloon that rises high, only to come crashing back to my chest. When I lock eyes with Caleb, a ridiculous thought strikes me like lightning. No matter what I say, he will believe me. Oh, you kidding me? What the fuck, bro? What is this? Okay, in situations like this, you would oh, well, but the thing is, whatever we say, he will just believe. Well, technically, yes. Yes to this, but then... But wouldn't he just be like going with the notion that, oh, that's what she says, so that must be true? But I feel like it's worse if I didn't say anything. Okay. Well, both of them are not really... okay, fine. All right. You're the most important person to me, and I'm the most important person to you. See, I can give him, like I can just tell him, like, hey, you're, like, I'm important to you, and you're important to me. But, like, he'd be like, okay, whatever you said must be right. But, like, he's not gonna feel the sentimental value to that, you know? As if to affirm my words, I snuggle against Caleb's chest and wrap my arms around his neck. Caleb, I'm the only one in this world who truly knows you.
You're the only one who truly knows me.
You will never leave me just like the vines that clinging to my tree. Whoa, wait a minute. Why do I sound like a yandere? What is happening? Why do I sound like a yandere? Wait a minute. Did I become Caleb? What happened? We shared a part of our lives with each other, so we will never be apart. Okay.
I'm sorry. I can't remember anything.
That hurts! That hurts! That hurts! Oh my god. I don't know, man. Oh man. It's okay if you can't remember for now. I'll always be here for you. The pleasure for deceit and setting traps almost numbs my limbs. I tighten my hold on him, and my lips brush against his earlobe. Just like what you have done for me. The open window is closed as a sudden breeze swept through the room. Our shadows intertwine and blend into the flickering darkness, mingling with a shifting patch of light on the floor. Philip, can you promise me something? From now on, you won't go anywhere else. You will always stay by my side. Oh, wait, the way I said that is very yandere-esque, but you know what? For sentimental value's sake, yeah, sure. Is that okay? After a moment's hesitation, the chill touch on his arm swept through the thin fabric on my clothes and settles on the small of my back. You sound like Caleb. That's what I mean. It's so out of the ordinary. I was like, I sound like a yandere, man. This sounds like Caleb. The tightening force devours the last bit of distance between us.
I promise.
Jesus, I'm sounding like Caleb. What's going on? This is like a weird twist. What a weird twist. It turned from Caleb being a yandere to me turning into a yandere, and now... Damn, it's crazy. The amnesiac Caleb was like a blank page in a book, the result of an error, and if someone must rewrite him, then that person was me and me alone. I hid his phone, fleet uniform, communication device, and anything else that might wake him from his dream. Okay, I understand where MC's going with this, but I sound very yandere. Whoa. I'm taking away all of his communication devices. He cannot hang out with anyone but me. Jesus. Holy crap. It's never easy to locate a fleet colonel's residence. The dim house was as chaotic black hole invading the constraints of time. He's reduced to a solitary floating island that drifts within, and I was the sole resident. Over the course of 3 days, it's as if we have returned to our childhood, to the small garden of that shelter where we first met. We only grew with each other's company, and the world beyond these walls didn't mean anything to us. Caleb, there are a lot of monsters outside. Will the world end tomorrow? There's no need to be afraid of the end of the world. Where do you want to go today? Let's have some fun. The amusement park. I feel like it's not gonna end well. Don't say that. Don't say that. The Sky Haven's amusement park was built on a small island near the central island. What? The small... Wait, did I read that right? Hold on, wait, let me try that again. Wait. The Sky Haven's amusement park was built on a small island near the central island. Oh, okay. No, I read that right. Okay, I got so confused because they said the word island twice. The top half of the Ferris wheel disappears into the clouds. Amidst the crowd's screams, the pendulum ride reaches its apex. Just off the ride, I lean against the railings. My stomach churns like a storm.
Aren't you supposed to be a deep space hunter? Is it safe for you to hunt in deep space when you're like this?
Interesting. His tone of voice sounds like a very childlike. It's almost like he's like back to his like childhood, like when how he was when he was in his childhood, but his tone is very childlike, at least to me. Caleb crouches down in front of me as he holds the ice cream he just bought. I didn't have breakfast today, besides. Suppressing a sudden wave of nausea, I leaned in and take a quick bite of the ice cream in his hand. It's just a title. That doesn't mean we're hunters in deep space. Or we go into deep space to hunt.
So, if you're a deep space hunter, then what am I?
We should not expose his identity. Standing up and letting out a sigh of relief, I place the puppy-eared head where I've been holding on Caleb's head. Then I hook his index finger with mine as we walk into a bustling crowd. You're the sidekick of the deep space? Damn, the sidekick. That's insane. I feel like I know he lost his memory, but okay, I don't know if I'm being delusional or maybe I'm in denial. But what if he's like actually pretending that he doesn't remember anything, but in fact he actually does remember everything, and he's just like somewhat wanting to know what MC is feeling if something did happen to him? Ain't no way the colonel of the fleet is getting demoted to a sidekick. I know, that's what I mean. I was like, oh, why a sidekick? I was just thinking the same. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what if he's like pretending? What if he's pretending that he doesn't remember anything, but instead he actually does remember everything, but he's just thinking about what would happen if we don't, if he lost his memories, what would she do? Like, he's pretending right now to see if MC is similar to him, and so far, yes. Yeah, that's true, right? Because she's acting like Caleb, like almost like Yandere-esque, which is kind of ironic in a sense. Okay, we'll see. Time flows differently in the amusement park. Even without planning anything, we still manage to spend the entire day here. The dusk in Skyhaven paints the sky in shades of purple and orange as the sun sinks into a distant sea of clouds. The sightseeing train loops around the floating island. In the last passenger car, Caleb and I sit side by side in the back row.
I bet you used to tease me all the time. Am I right?
If this man truly is pretending that he doesn't remember anything, give this man an Oscar. Give this man an Oscar, because what the heck is this? Give this man an Academy Award, because that's some top tier acting if that's the case. If he truly is pretending. Anyways. He removes the headwear and tucks it into the plush apple bag sling across his chest. He ties the glittering balloon to the train car's handle. But you always took it willingly, even enjoyed it. Haha. Sorry. Haha. He pats his own shoulder.
Want to take a nap?
I yawn again and lean my head on him. Caleb, in a happy place like an amusement park, no one wants to waste time sleeping.
Really? Well, this place kind of feels like a dream. And I don't think it's a waste of time to sleep in a dream.
Shifting into a comfortable position, I nuzzle Caleb and close my eyes. And promise me you will still be here when I wake up. The wheels rumble as they begin to move. Suddenly, the watch on my wrist emits a faint vibration. I turn away from him a little and check the message. It's a notice from the Hunters Association. My temporary assignment is supposed to end in 3 days. The association is asking about the progress of this mission and confirming my return date. About that.
You took away my phone, so it's only fair if I confiscate your watch, I think.
Oh no.
Why do you look unhappy?
Oh, I thought he was gonna actually take it away. I put away my watch and turned back around. It's nothing, our sweet dream is about to close its doors.
It'll be open again tomorrow. We can come back.
The clouds in the sky looks like a flowing oil painting. Right behind Caleb is a fleet's command center on the central island's highest point. He's been MIA for 3 whole days. I wonder how long it will take for the storm to reach us as it brews atop that tower. Words rush to my lips, and suddenly, for some reason, my mind feels foggy with the throbbing pain. Maybe this planet will explode tomorrow, and it will end, and it will be the end of the world?
That's nothing to be afraid of.
Hello, wait a minute, that change of tone, what is that? This man is pretending, isn't he?
The world we live in is already mid-explosion. So even if it comes to an end, we can always move on to the next one.
What the heck is going on? Wait, the pain inside of my wrist intensifies, but somehow my nerves start to twitch with a strange, excited tremor. What's going on? I'm older now. I don't believe in those stories anymore. Wait, hold up, whoa, wait a minute. That tone of voice was so different, I thought that he remembered. Either he remembered or he actually broke the act and stopped pretending. Unless I'm being delusional, I don't know. Now I'm second guessing. I don't know. I look down on Caleb's hand resting on his knee. Carefully, I separate his fingers and then give them a soft squeeze. I just realized how big your hands are.
Back then, when I was teaching you how to shoot, I couldn't completely cover your hands. But now...
Caleb's eyelashes flutter down as he lets me play with his fingers. Then gently he closes his hand around mine, enveloping it completely in warmth. Now we're both grown up.
Does that mean we can finally do all the things we used to want to do but couldn't before?
We couldn't do? Or do you mean the things we wouldn't dare to do? What are they insinuating here? What is happening? What are they insinuating? Our fingers intertwine and our skin rubs against each other. I feel his heartbeat travel from his bones to my ears. Caleb's voice takes a serious tone.
What if I dare? Will you do the same?
Do what? Do what? Do what? Nobody's elaborating. I don't know what's... They leave me alone with my own brain. What do you mean by this? I can only insinuate on what they're talking about. What do you mean by this? Oh, brother. My fingers slightly tremble in his grip. I have a sense that something is about to happen. What? I look up and force myself to respond with a determined smile. Caleb, since you said that, then... Oh, what? Oh! I had to take a step back for a quick second. Okay, chat, we need to talk. What do I pick? I don't want to choose this. 2? Of course you would pick 2. Of course, because for scientific purposes, you all will pick 2. You guys. I feel like it doesn't matter because it's gonna end the same way, I feel like, but... Guys. Fine! Fine! Him! I'm getting shy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Bro, this is a fictional game. What's wrong with me? This is a fictional game, and yet for some reason... Anyways, seeing Caleb hesitate, I hear myself let out a scoff. Let out a scoff. You coward. Oh! Oop! 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 She said oop! Oop! Just as I'm about to turn away, he suddenly presses his nose against mine.
What did you just say?
I said, you're a coward. Our breaths blend because we're so close to each other, and the warmth from his dry lips begins to stir everything around us. You're all bark but no bite. This is a bluff. You literally provoking him, MC. The sudden closeness makes me falter. Caleb leans in just as I expected. What is happening? I'm getting nervous. What's happening? In that instant, I feel like electricity jolts through my nerves. Before the moment can fully unfold, I turn my face away. Lips brush against my ear, and I sit stiffly, watching a plane dive into a cotton candy-like clouds in the distance.
Coward.
Oh! Okay, that just turned. The tables have turned. I'm a coward. You're right. Caleb, you're right. I'm a coward. Yes. You're right. Yes, I'm a coward. My head begins to feel foggy and heavy again. Out of the corner of my eyes, I notice several aircraft approaching the floating island. They're exclusive to the fleet at Caleb's command. Every deployment is inevitably linked to its colonel. Tensions grip me as I see them. I quickly wrap my arms around Caleb's neck. Caleb, let's go home. He follows my hurried glance, but fortunately the drifting clouds obscure everything from view.
We'll head back as soon as we get off the train.
Let's leave now. Are you scared of something? Clouds stretch endlessly outside the train, but I know Caleb will find a way out eventually. I press my hands against the edge of the train car and push myself up.
Hey, where are you going?
Use your evil. Anywhere is fine. It doesn't matter anyway. Tomorrow's the end of the world. He grabs my arm and pulls me back into the train car. As his eyes swept over my inner arm, this grip tightens around my wrist.
Where did this come from? The chip?
What? I see his lips moving, but I can't hear him. Everything is drowning out by a piercing buzz. They're here, Caleb. They're coming. My body feels lighter, and the sweltering heat vanishes into darkness, drenched in cold sweat. Pain surges in waves, and only a faint straw-like glimmer of light remains, floating on the surface. Am I dreaming? Wait, what? Oh, now I'm confused. This story is kind of confusing. Either I'm really stupid or this story is kind of confusing. Am I in a dream? Oh! His chip rebooted. He was faking. Bitch. Bitch! My body no longer feels like my own. The searing pain courses through my nerves, burning me from the inside out. It's as if I'm being rewired with cold, ruthless precision, as if by a scalpel. Erase, organize. Relentless buzzing in my ears makes me want to scream, yet amidst the excruciating pain, something is gently pressed to my lips. Oh! I bite down instinctively, and a metallic taste spreads across my mouth. Oh my god, I swear to god, freaking... Alright, well, when I regain consciousness, my hands and feet are bound to a bed. I can't move. The familiar cold light hits me. I'm in the fleet's infirmary. Why did you bring me here?
You need to control your emotions for now.
Caleb? He's back from his fleet uniform, wearing that same unfamiliar mask-like expression. You remember everything since when? When we were at the amusement park, or even before that?
I haven't even asked my questions yet. When did you get that Turing chip implanted?
Blood rushes to my head, and my sanity fractures under my shaking nerves. Cold sweat pours down as I bite my lip to keep from crying out. Let go of me. My struggles are futile to him. Caleb removes his gloves and gently rubs my swollen lips from his thumb.
Don't hurt yourself. Rest. The surgery is being prepared. The pain will disappear soon.
Pain deepens with each throb of my nerves, and my vision starts to blur again. I'm almost collapsing in his arms, but I refuse to give in. Ever since we reunited, have you been enduring all this? Why didn't you tell me?
If telling you the truth means watching you willingly get caught up in this mess, then I would have never shown up in your life again.
Jesus! Caleb, I don't understand. They changed you, treated you like a pawn, and make you do those awful things. But you belong with me. You're the person I cherish the most. How could they do this to you?
You're not feeling well, Pipsqueak. Please, just rest. When you wake up...
Uh-oh, my game is lagging. Okay. When Caleb isn't paying attention, I quietly undo the restraints. What?
What are you doing?
How did I do that? I push him away, slipping off the bed and straggling towards the door. No one can take you away from me. I will bring you to a place where no one can find us. Jesus Christ! What is this? What is going on here? It's too much for the both of us and the game, literally. I'm losing my mind. The game's like lagging. The characters are losing their mind. Like, what's going on, man? This is like mindfuckery going on in this story. I feel like my body is out of control. When the spinning finally steadies, I find myself stumbling and sitting down by the door. Behind me, Caleb walks over. He looks grim. The apocalypse is nigh. Oh! Let go of me.
When you're like this, where do you think you can go?
Oi, 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 oi.
If you can't calm down, just stay like this for now. Remember when we were kids and you had a fever? You were so restless that I worried you'd hurt yourself by biting your tongue. So I let you bite my hand instead.
Jesus!
One time you bit down really hard, and that mark lasted for 2 weeks. At the time, I thought that when you were older, I'd settle the score with you. One grievance at a time.
The heck, okay. Ooh! Wait! Ooh, okay, whoa! Oh, what? Now I'm the one. Whoa, I didn't read. That was way too fast. Hold on. What did I shit? Wait. I was trying to read. What did I say? Now I'm the one who settled the score with you. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I want to peel open your heart to see what? Why is this text going fast? I want to peel open your heart to see what secrets are hidden within. Jeez. Okay. Oop. The Farspace Fleet Colonel, you have never been put on trial.
Trial? What have I done wrong? What are you accusing me of?
killed my Caleb? Sound crazy, man. Caleb in the uniform? Huh? What? Whoa, what am I doing? What am I doing? Huh?
Pipsqueak, you should get some sleep now.
Huh? What? What is happening? Yo, wait. Whoa, what? In front of my salad. No, for real. In front of my salad? Jesus Christ. Okay, this is not what I expected for a Myths card story. This is not what I expected. MC is undressing Caleb from his uniform, like, that he's used as a mask. Ah, okay, that... Okay, I see. That's why she kept saying that, like, this is not his Caleb. That's just so aggressive. It's not me, guys, it's the MC, it's not me. Not me. Look at you, you're like a sinner who's confessing.
Then can you carry a little of this sin too? Don't leave me in this loneliness any longer.
Huh? What? My head, it hurts.
It'll be like when we were kids. When you wake up, there won't be a trace of pain or any memory of it left behind.
Is that... Behind the glass wall, Liam watches the girl as she lies on the device. The neutral scan projection shows a red area spreading from the chip. It indicates that less than 10% of her body is affected by corrosion.
Forcefully dissolving the chip will erase all memories formed.
You're joking!
And it could cause irreversible damage to how her brain remembers things.
Is that how... When we started with the Myth card story, we woke up with not remembering him? Damn, they really do. See, now for the people who understand why Myth stories are always sad, now you guys know why. Every single time.
The worst outcome would be that she loses all her memories. Do you still want to proceed with the surgery?
Yes.
He presses the execute button and maneuvers the device to push the girl into an extraction pod. Liam hasn't checked the chip modification progress for a while, as it's been a long time since he last lost control of his emotion. Most of his memories with his wife were erased during that initial struggle. Oh no! Wait, so Liam also gone through this too with his wife? That's sad. The only fragment that remains is the image of the tears she shed when they last saw each other. He knew he could have cried too, but his feelings were like a rusted old missionary. They rigidly froze his outstretched hand.
The chip has been successfully dissolved. The user memories have been erased.
The process finishes smoothly and the projection automatically disappears. The only unknown answer will be revealed when she wakes up. Liam looks at Caleb, who is beside him. With how he now observes things, he can't say which is more agonizing, forgetting someone or being forgotten by them. I feel like forgetting someone, you just don't, you don't have the sentimental value you used to feel before because you've forgotten everything. I don't think you would find it painful if you don't remember someone, but I feel like it's more painful being forgotten by the person you love. I think that's more painful, at least to me. I don't know. What the heck, man? Alright guys, this is the last one. I feel like all the myth stories are subscribing us to the pain. Oh yeah, it is. That's why I literally told you guys, even though I didn't know anything about the story, I was like, hey guys, I think we're gonna get into pain. I was kind of close. My Caleb is gone. Yup, don't give me that bullshit. Don't give me that. Alright, last one. And that's how, okay, and then when that's how it started in the myth story. Oh, this is kind of painful for Caleb. In the dark, warm quagmire, a viscous substance slowly dissolves. My body regains a sense of boundless weightlessness. It's the exact same words when we started the myths chapter. My consciousness stirs as sunlight filters through my blurred vision. Gentle footsteps echo outside. They followed by the soft creak of a door opening. After a long while of trying to place it, I finally recognized the face before me. It seems to emerge with a hazy water-like blur. Caleb. Oh, she does remember. She does remember. Sunlight spills a reddish golden hue into the room as I lift my hand to shield my eyes from a glaring sunset outside. Caleb leans in to block the light. Wait, what? Light for me.
I asked the association if you could take sick leave. So, whether you want to rest at home or walk outside for the next few days, I'll be by your side.
My head feels heavy and foggy, as if I've lost some important fragments of memory. Our eyes meet, and slowly my gaze drifts to the red mark peeking out from beneath his cuff. A bite mark? Caleb, what happened? Caleb, what happened? I said his name, so I do... Huh? Okay. Caleb slightly presses his lips. For a fleeting moment, his expression appearing peculiar, as if he's fallen into an abyss of sorrow.
It's okay if you can't remember for now. Eat something first.
Oh my god, it's like, yeah, eternal loop. Oh shit, here we go again. I mean, yeah, I feel like this is deja vu. Holy crap. He helps me up, tucks a pillow behind my waist, and sits on the edge of the bed. He's holding a bowl of porridge. The mullet porridge is thick and fragrant, perfectly cooked. I take a couple of spoonfuls from his hand before turning my face away.
You don't want more?
I don't feel like it. Oh, God. Hurt him. Yeah, this must hurt him in the sense that, like, MC always goes for seconds because she loves his food. Ah, brother. Why is this? This is painful. This is not love and deep space. This is love and depression for real. Oh, okay. He gives a slight nod and stands up. As he turns around and a sudden wave of anxiety hits me, I immediately grasp the fabric of his waist. Where are you going?
I'm just putting the bowl away.
Caleb sits back down and opens his mouth like he's about to speak, yet he chooses to remain silent.
Don't worry. I won't go anywhere until you fall asleep.
The shadow under his eyes betray a night of sleeplessness. He gently brushes away stray strands on my hair.
Feeling sleepy?
Every cell of my brain feels drained. It's like I fought for so long, yet I shake my head. I don't want to rest unless you help me fall asleep. I have a hunch that when I wake up, he will no longer be the Caleb who only belonged to me. I curl up against his chest. After a moment, he wraps his arms around me, resting his chin on my shoulder and letting out a soft, tender laugh.
Sure. Should I tell you a bedtime story? Or do something else?
No bedtime story. You've never been a good storyteller since we're kids. Besides, I don't want to hear any more of your stories. A cool silver light glimmers near my neck. The metal pendant gently swings back and forth. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I cradle the pendant in my palm. When you come back, do you still remember what this gift represents?
You hoped I'd come back safe and sound from every mission, right?
Back then I thought if you could just return to me, I wouldn't ask for anything else. A fleeting emotion passes through Caleb's eyes. I look up and tenderly touch his face. Oh, okay. Caleb, you will always stay by my side, right?
Yes.
Then should I put a bell around your neck? Oh! Oh! Wait, oh, wait. I'm getting flashbacks. Why is this giving me deja vu? Wait a minute. What? Wait, that reminds me of a certain, a certain main story quest that I just did that related, talked about a cat with a collar with a bell around their neck. Oh my god, what? This is weird. You're trapped now. So trippy. I trace my fingers along his neck. They brush over his Adam's apple before pressing down on the center of his collarbone. I'll be right here. The way you won't be able to escape. Holy shit! Who's the cat now? Shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it.
When you held my hand that day for the first time, I knew I'd never get away from you.
He leans down and kisses my forehead with a tenderness to show how much he cherishes me.
So don't be afraid. No matter what happens, I'll be here for you. Now, time to sleep.
I smile, settling into a comfortable position in his arm. I close my eyes, holding his hand gently. What Caleb doesn't know is that the dissolution of the dissolution of the Turing chip didn't completely erase those memories. Even long after I still remember every absurd story I told him during those 3 days. The misplaced kiss amidst the clouds and the searing warmth of his skin. However, this little secret only exists in those 3 days. Must wither and decay, buried in the soul, even if we were to fall and get devoured in that dense jungle. The amusement park is closed. The dreams are meant to remain within the realm of dreams. No one has visited the small garden behind the shelter in a long time. The young man wearing a uniform pushes open the iron gates and walks along the desolate path into the expanse of plants. His leather boots stepped over a toppled seesaw in the weeds. In the distance within his view, a girl is sitting on a paper crane, her back facing him. She swings her legs over when she turns to him, the rusty swings beneath her emanating a jarring, screeching note. Caleb, you're here! The side of the elephant slides are etched with uneven marks on her height as they grow up, one row on the left, one on the right. His marks always sit a bit higher than hers.
I'm the older one, so I'll always be taller.
Okay, well, alright.
And because I'm older than you, my hands are bigger. I'll start school earlier too. I'll always be a step ahead. That's just how it is.
That's just how it is. The boy's voice faded away. He looks up and sees his 11-year-old self climbing that tall tree near the building for the first time. He sits at the treetop. He draws out a paper crane from the window using his evol and bring the girl from inside the building to the window's edge. He timed it perfectly. He peeks out from under the window sill and extends his hand towards her. He asks if she wants to come along with him. This abandoned place with the overgrown vegetation is their first paradise. So is this the place, not the adoption place, but is this the place that like they were like experimented on, or like I guess the lab or institute where they were experimented on? I don't know if that's the place, or like the shelter. That's the word. Yeah, is it the? I think it's the shelter, right? I think so, right? Oh, who knows? I'm pretty sure it's that, but yeah. But the wind sweeps away those lingering echoes of the past. Hide and seek is over, and she appeared before him with a swirling darkness. Caleb, how come you're always the first one to find me? Her voice pierces his heart like a jolt of electricity, a lingering affliction he can never quite heal. It's also the source of his fear, his retreat, and his darkest thoughts. He stands at the end of everything, drawing him in gravity. Wait, what? Wait, I read that wrong. She stands at the end of everything, drawing him in. Gravity warps into a dark, black hole around him. Sorry, I can't read today. He clasps her right arm as though offering a solemn gesture of devotion.
Maybe it's because I love you a little more than you realize.
God, no, don't do this to me. English not Englishing, yeah, no, it's been almost 7 hours, guys, and reading is just like, my quality in reading is just decreasing so badly. In the zero-gravity lab, the young man's body floats under the cold light, suspended in an almost primordial state. Tiny currents of electricity crackle in the air and slither into his mechanical right arm.
The partial modification that's been completed is still under the Turing chip's control. However, we can't access the chip's records of Caleb's memories.
Has the chip been damaged?
Despite Caleb not being the perfect subject, they have sacrificed a great deal to obtain him. If the Turing chip in his body suffers any damage, the long-hidden plan will be in vain.
The chip's integrity is at 93%. It appears he's purposefully sealed his brain rather than damaging it. The patrol data we input disappears whenever it reaches a specific area. It doesn't get rejected or intercepted. It vanishes as if...
It's being pulled into a black hole.
Yes.
How troublesome.
Humans are inherently flawed, making us indecisive and hesitant. Only by erasing these weaknesses can we become invincible. If we don't tackle this area, we'll never be able to achieve a complete modification to him.
These guys are crazy, bro. What?
Is there another way?
The Enforcer inputs another string of characters on the control panel. After a moment...
Found it. This area was encrypted with multiple layers, so there must be a key to unlock it. There's likely only one key, and it's probably a one-time use.
The old man nods, giving one last glance at his great work before turning to leave the room.
Then let's find it, no matter the cost.
And that's that's us. They're trying to find us. We are the key, right? Damn it. And that's how they ended off? Shit, brother. Stop modifying my man. I know, right? That's how they ended? That's it? That was good. For real. Wow, all the myth stories, they're like really well written, actually. It's pretty good. This, I must say, this myth story, probably the most mindfuckery thing I've ever read. Out of all the myths card, mindfuckery. Can't sleep? I'll tell you a story. Okay, Caleb, please tell me a story, because I need to sleep. Good night, guys. Good night. Take care, everyone. Bye.